everybody. My name is Cole, part-time streamer, full-time artist, and we are doing another nostalgia doodle stream where we will be sketching characters from our collective past and talking about life and stuff. This is kind of my just talking stream. Is that? Oh wow! Did my model already crash? Hello? People hear me? Yes. Yes. Okay. Check. Sorry, one moment. Sorry, it's doing this thing again. Right. Hopefully that'll help. Hi, everybody. Sorry. Did everyone hear my spiel? Or do I need to do that again? It's a really good darkening up. Thank you. Yesterday. Last. Just gonna keep adding to this doodle until it's weird. So many images, it gets silly. Yeah, hi everyone. Hi Dragon Cat Man. Hi David Dino. Cold Snow Killer. Nikai. Scotty doesn't know. David Dino. Good to see you all. I am a little bit under the weather, so this stream will be a little bit shorter than last week, unfortunately. How it sounds, chat. Music a bit loud. I can try to turn up my volume a little bit. I tried to lower it because there's some sounds outside, so I lowered the gain a bit, so you don't have to hear construction sounds. Yeah. So is a bit out of it. It might add to the sleepy vibe of today. So, who wants to start us off? Who wants to throw the member berries in the air and see where they land? Hi, Drafty Lyric. How is this gorgeous dog? She is okay. I am struggling a little bit. I don't know. I think I'm coming down with something, but I'm okay. I'm just low energy today. So I'm glad that today is doodle stream. As if it was video game stream, I would fall asleep. Draw one of those berries? That's not really nostalgia. Stop it. Almost 10 years ago? No, don't say things like that. No. 2016. Ugh. Health trouble. Starting to feel old. Yeah. I am intent. Stop it, Mikai. You're releasing poison into our brains. 3 more years to Nintendo 64 2. This is not good vibes. I don't like thinking about how old I am. There, I drew a member berry. I remember, you remember. How did we start this off? Talking about old things. Oh, come on, brain, don't do this to me. I think it's fun to draw. I can, but it's not nostalgic to everyone. It's not just a banana. Like literally. Boop. And they had like a collar. Yeah, they had a collar. But just not much to draw. I don't even know where I watched Bananas and Pajamas. Like, I have no context where I watched it because I know nothing about the show. But I know it exists. I know what a doll looked like. And I know what but I'm looking at images here. I don't think I ever watched the show. I think I'm nostalgic about a doll. Like, a friend had a doll of it. I'm looking at images of the show, and I'm like, it was in a house? Some of these images show, like, looks like, they're in the big blue house kind of vibe. I always thought it was an animated show. I really have no memory what this show was. Trade offer. You receive happiness. I receive you being happy. Thank you. Come on, brain. Sorry, I'm trying to lead our adventures into nostalgia, and my brain's just going like, go to sleep. No. It's like, go to sleep. I'm like, okay. Ugh. Atlanta. I think that was actually the first movie I saw in theater. Maybe that ages me, but it was definitely one of the first, if not the first, film I saw in theaters. I remember being so scared and also loving it so much. I remember Brother Bear too. Since I'm me, I'm gonna draw someone from Atlantis while we try to come up with stuff to talk about. Or I'll just fall asleep. Dave the Barbarian! I remember that show. I remember. I loved that show. I think that show would have done so much better nowadays. Dave the Barbarian. It was really funny, but I think it was a little bit before its time. I think it would have done good, like in the Netflix era, and along stuff like Amazing World of Gumball, where it has that same kind of weird wackiness that makes some of the jokes very timeless. Thinking fast, Dave constructs a handmade megaphone using only some string, a squirrel, and a megaphone. I was rewatching some of the episodes semi-recently. It's a really funny show. Dragon X Rat, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Here for the vibe. Remember that there was going to be a TV show about Atlantis. They canceled it. Never forget what they took from us. Oh? Caballero? I don't know that film. The one with Donald and those two other birds. Drawing some bread. It's just bread. I never saw that movie. I heard they tried to make a remake and it was shelved. I know a lot of people were upset about that. I don't actually know much about the original. It's hard to draw Disney style and my style. They have just such they have a lot more human in their designs. Oh, I know those characters though, but I only know them from the modern day DuckTales. Probably in other styles. Hey, that could be another fun Beatles game. I cannot do this. But they're one of those things that I either do them really good or they just never work. Can't just draw passable. How do they draw? Okay, real trade-off art. Would you like to draw art of me for use as a custom art token? Ooh, very tempting. I think I would be up to that. That's because I'm always up for cards. I got a sickness that only cards can satisfy. Probably get in trouble though. I offered to draw Kova's other species a while back. Nobody was really interested in it, so we did something else. But no, I haven't. I think that would be really fun. Some potion shenanigans. Whoopsie with the sky itself. Don't worry, I also suffer from fancy cardboard addiction. Yeah, it's a beautiful addiction. faces. That's the hardest part about drawing other people's characters. You gotta get the face just right. It doesn't bleed. Oh dear, dear, dear. What are we drawing today? We are drawing Kiba from Atlantis the Lost Empire. It's one of my first movies I ever watched. There was an April Fool. Oh, the kobold was a thing. Did I do that? I don't remember doing that. That sounds like something I would do. Academia Coke Mischief. And then be justified. Yeah, some Strixhaven Cove. Spent a bunch of my friends make proxies of commanders. Aw, that's so nice, Drafty Lyrics. Yeah, I really like making proxies. The idea of someone playing with a card that I made brings me a lot of joy. Oh, I never watched that one. It's great to hear about. That one and Treasure Planet. Yeah, the two forgotten classics of the Disney era. Absolutely incredible films that did not get the reception that they deserve. I'm surprised that, like, with, okay, I hate the live-action remakes so much. But, like, the two movies that could actually do a live-action adaptation and have it be worthwhile, I mean, Atlantis and Treasure Planet are such big epics. And they're movies that had a lot more planned that the animated movie couldn't do. But no, instead we get Little Mermaid again. Show them. I can show you. Sure. My DMs are always open on all my social media, on my Ko-fi, and through my Discord if you are a member. The other three I check a lot. Server is direct access. 3D animation peaked during the 2000s. Now we're getting somewhere with 2.5. Yeah. I would say that 2D, I don't think there is a peak to 2D animation. We underestimate it because it is, at the end of the day, still a bunch of people drawing with their hands. But you can do things in 2D that 3D wishes it can do. 3D is getting really close, but I'm always going to be one of those people who is standing behind 2D animation as some of the peak of animation. But I'm also incredibly biased, so I get it. Her face is a little bit longer, and her neck is way longer. Looks so confused. I need to fix her eye. What am I missing? I think it is. record for live action Disney hasn't been great. Yeah, I I can go on a pretty. Cove doesn't like to show a lot of anger, but I can go on a very angry rant about Disney's live action films. They're bad for the industry, they're bad for creativity, they're bad for the animation, and they are bad. There's so many reasons. The biggest being that it looks at a world full of story. It looks at hundreds of creators working so hard to tell their stories and goes, no, we're good. And that's a crime. Honestly, it's a crime to culture. As humans, as goblins, as the humanoid races, stories are one of the most important things we do. Stories are the things that live on after us. Stories are the things that we remember. Nobody remembers the first person to tell the boy who cried wolf, but the story stays with us forever. It's a way for people to gain immortality. If you tell a story worth remembering, even if your name is not remembered, you are through the story and the lesson you tried to tell. And if you look at the world of story, the world of dreams, and you go, no, we were good back in the 90s. We told the peak story in the 90s. Let's just retell that. It's I would call it a crime if I could. It is something I feel pretty strongly about when it comes to Disney as a corporation. Because even though Walt Disney wasn't a good person, he tried. I think I'd like to think that he tried, but he was very much a product of his time. He was very much sexist. He was very much. I don't know if he was racist, but I know he wasn't exactly the best. But one of the things he said was that stories, he talked about the importance of stories. And he knew the importance of stories. The stories he told were stuff he plucked from the public domain, a place where we used to keep American stories. It's where we kept things that were now free for anyone to create with. Not just American stories, I know other stories as well. But as the corporation got bigger and the drive for income became bigger and bigger, I don't know. There's a famous quote, or more infamous quote, I believe Bob Iger, that says, "We are not here to tell world-changing stories. We are here to make money. And in that process, we might tell some incredible stories." That is such a disgusting way to run an industry of creativity. It assumes we're stupid. It assumes the industry is stupid. I know it's probably not the vibe. Like I said, Wolf doesn't like showing anger, but yeah, I am unforgiving with those films. Even the ones that try hard, I'm like, no. If you don't provide something new, truly new to the story, fuck you. Now, let's change the vibe. His cove got gumpy. Did you guys hear about the deep fake Disney made of The Rock? Folks were saying it looked so bad. It looked worse than The Mummy Returns. What movie was he deep faked in? I'll be lurking and watching pretty art. I'm gonna try to finish the first dungeon of Metaphor. Don't know what that game is, but have fun. Yeah. There's another story. Google used to have a slogan on their wall, "Don't be evil." After the current owners bought the company, that slogan was promptly removed. Yep, there was um, there was a slogan at Boeing. It was written on the wall. Same thing. It was said, "Quality over all else." That sign was replaced with, I believe, an inspirational poster that said um, something to the effect of synergy or income will make us do better, or something like that. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But no, there is a trend right now with corporations. I was actually I was talking about this to someone very recently, that companies are Ouroborosing themselves a very absurd degree. I like to always bring up Hasbro in that list, because Hasbro owns Dungeons and Dragons. That is, they own an entire concept of play. Even, yes, they don't own TTRPGs, but Dungeons and Dragons is where those tabletop games came from. Technically, they came from war games, but in the modern day, everyone looks to D&D to write, to build their TTRPG, and they own that. They own that concept, and instead of just sitting there, smiling and going, "We made this. This will make us money forever." And maybe it won't make them the most money, but it would always make them money. And what did they do with it? They ringed it, they squished it, they tried to fit AI into it, they tried to make their own games, they tried to sue creators, they tried to take possession of creators' concept. They did all of that, and now they're competing again. D&D was winning, and now Pathfinder, Dungeon Heart, Dagger Heart, Lancer. There's another. What was it called? I think it's called Red Bicycle, Monsters of the Week, Dadland. There are other games now. Because they couldn't be well enough alone, and because they couldn't be happy with the income they were making, they shot themselves in the foot. And it's that kind of thing that I always go like, no, you need to remember to be happy with what you have. The hunt for endless income and the hunt for value of every second of your life is so prevalent now, and it is hurting us. Like, let's say you work a good job and you make enough to get by. You can't be happy with that in the modern age. Modern age, you need to be striving to go to the top. There are only like 6 people at the top. No one's gonna get there. And that's what's driven work ethic. It's driven pollution. The fact that people just can't be happy with what they have. They need to keep on pushing. And I know that's a thing I have a problem with too. When I'm doing art, there is a part of me every time I do a piece of art that tells me you should do this quicker. You, they only paid for 4 hours of your time. Why are you taking 8? You, they only, they are not a member of the server. Why are you caring? There's a voice that says that because it's striving for income. It's striving to be comfortable beyond all things. And that's kind of the reason I like doing the commission stream. Because I want to do art for people as low as I possibly can. And I need to eat. But I don't ever want art to turn into this obligation I have that I need to get it done by a certain time. I can't take that moment to notice a mistake and go, I can do this. I can make this better and start over. The server helps me do that so much. I know I say this from a place of privilege. I do understand the privilege I've been given due to my followers, due to the patrons. But it's one of the reasons I want to help other people. The dream of my studio isn't to make $1 million. It isn't to have my name on the silver screen. My dream, my studio, is to help other people have the time to create and not feel pressured to draw 1,000 drawings or make NFTs, if that's even still a thing, or to use AI. People need the opportunity to love what they are doing, find passion. I think it is absurd that that's not a priority of our civilization. And I swear it's Undertale music. It turns me into the end speech of a film. I am sorry to bring down the vibe. Oh my goodness. So sorry. Hope has strong emotions deep down. You are fine. I know I'm fine. I also know that people didn't come here to hear me go on a speech about the nature of economics, culture, and art. We came here to students. Vibe is important. Dreaming is pretty much all about vibe. Vibe and personality. Lips are a lot bigger. There's something square in her jawline. I'm gonna bite your ear. Shush. I know. But there is. Alright. I know that people are here for me. But I also know Sunday morning, maybe you don't want to think about this stuff. The world is really rough, and sometimes you need to escape. And that's part of streaming. Because you're escaping. You're watching someone you like do something that they like and enjoying it. So it is sometimes rough when at least I find it sometimes rough when people get onto soapboxes in environments where people are like, I'm just here to vibe. And like, I think that's a big problem with comedians nowadays, is that sometimes I just want to watch a comedian, and then when they go like, whoa, isn't the world fucked up? Let's talk about how good everything should be. I'm just like, I'm okay. I just wanted to hear some jokes. Oops, saved my work. Oh, hydrate. water's all the way over there. Uh, I'm gonna go get my water. One moment. Water. I'm back. I'm gonna be fine. Whoever roommates, I feel like you're wrong. I'll be fine. I'm just super low energy right now. Okay, first major boss in metaphor. Time for me to focus and kick in. Alright, you can do it. Have fun. Me kind of getting on patrol with the door because I'm doing my best. My best is bad. What am I missing? There is something about Kia's design. Or Akiba's design that I am just missing. Missing that click. I think it's that her face is a lot longer than I'm drawing it. It's always a thing with Disney characters. The heads are smaller than I draw heads, but at the same time are somehow bigger. That was the one thing about the Disney Corporation I will always give them credit for. They are incredibly good at expressive animated characters. I can hate the company that they currently are, but I can love how much they influence the art world. Thought you guys were the same age. No, I'm quite a bit older. Oh, did you shower? My room's a mess because I haven't sorted laundry. I've been busy. It's fine, I'll just make a nest with my clothes. Oh, what's your favorite character from an amazing digital circus? That's hard. I think it's Kinger. Oh, this is gonna bring the vibe down. My grandfather wasn't really there near the end of his life. And so Kinger really connects to me because I had to take care of one grandfather. I had to watch another one go down. The idea of losing yourself is scary. And showing a character who has lost themselves, but is still good, is still trying, is still a font of wisdom, that's really important, I think. But there is this trend of tossing those people aside. As well as here is a genuinely kind character that I don't know. They resonate a lot with me. The idea of maybe okay, I'm crying now. Maybe I just miss my grandfather. Yeah, no, I'm actually fine. Sorry. I know. It's the music. It's like the most nostalgic music I can find. And yet, again, it turns everything I say into like an emotional speech from the end of a season. Like I should be standing on a stage telling everyone, don't give up. We can defeat the blank. And talking about the human condition, or the goblin condition, or the genocide condition. I think it's cute when the older ones are more responsible. Oh, for Frank and me. How dare! How dare! How dare! She can talk, but why? I'm trying. I don't have a strong voice to begin with, and I feel sick. The construction's turned down. I'm gonna try turning up the game. Alright, there we go. Is that better? Is that better? Is that louder? Grr. What is missing? What is... Oh, she's got a tattoo here. I should have just drawn her from memory. And I could have been bad. Do you keep your mic far away? It's not in the way when you work. Unfortunately, it's not too far away, but I can't put it in front of me when I'm drawing. So it's kind of off to the side. So there is always going to be a little bit of, like when I'm video gaming, I can put it in front of me. When I'm arting, I kind of need to be in front of me for my pencil and stuff. I'm just trying to defend myself because I am under attack, clearly. I am being attacked on all sides. Maybe it's the chin? The cheek, maybe. Shouldn't really have cheekbone. There's a lot stronger jaw. Ooh, that helps. That helps. Getting closer. Her eyes are a little bit bigger. Ooh, nope, that... I don't know what I did, but I made that worse. Here I did, I just wanted to draw a sexy princess. Now I'm struggling. I want her eyes to look right. Looked into a mic stand. It is on the list, but it is, I don't have any money. I need a couple months to recover before I do any kind of large purchases, and I need to get an exercise bike first, because I am struggling health-wise. I had a really nice setup where I used to live, where I could work out, and then family kind of went, all this stuff you had to work out, it's ours now. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of I have to rebuild that. Who wants to be healthy? Put on the throne wish list. I know, I don't like it. Cards are fun. People get, I don't know, having people buy tools for me so that I can make things better I don't know. That feels like it's my responsibility. You guys already pay me to entertain, and I'm like, that should be my job to get stuff and make the stream better. But no, I should just do it. I know. Sorry, yawning. I don't have a soft spot on my head. I've proven time and time again I am very hard-headed. I said I was gonna let people gift stuff to the house, and then I was gifted a bunch of stuff just by family. I don't really have anything I need. People being mean, friendly and nice, and making me accept gifts. How dare you? Nose a little bit smaller. Poke them out a little bit more. Lower. I think that reads as Kiba. That said, her neck is way bigger. Way taller. Here be getting food so I can take my meds. I should take my meds soon. Remember to take your meds. Just eat an apple or something if you just need to take meds with food. Add things to the throne other than the cards you need. You just said stuff I need. Yeah, but it's like 2 things. I don't know. It feels bad. Besides, the exercise bikes are really expensive. Actually, they're about the same price as a box, but that's not the point. But that said, like, for the exercise bike though, like, I need it, like, tomorrow. So I am gonna buy that myself. I'm feeling really sick. No exercise for 2 weeks is kind of making Cove not do well physically. No, this is about nostalgic stuff, not my poor living choices. I know, everyone has ship moments. Hey, I take my meds. I take my meds before I go to sleep. No, I didn't. I was reading what other people were saying. Stop bullying me. I do my stuff. Yeah, I like that scene. I think Milo is probably, I don't know. I think he's a very attractive character. Not actually really, really pretty characters in Atlanta. Pretty baby. Yeah, pretty baby. I did do that. Oh, favorite kid food you stopped eating? Hmm. Well, that'd probably be sugary cereal. I can't. I can't do sugary cereal anymore. It is just too much. I know that I really like cinnamon toast punch, corn pops, frosted flakes. I know oatmeal. All those stuff. I sometimes have them as a treat, but as food, no, they become treats. I'm gonna draw her booba a little bit bigger than it is in the movie. I'll try to make sure that they're at least a little bit realistic. I'm not doing the best at it now. Oh, ad break. Come on back after the ads. Thank you for dealing with them. I know they suck. Sorry. I'm gonna pause it. Good night. Nice going, Sheldon. Congratulations on the bots. A little bigger as a tree. No, that's the thing. I draw a lot of very busty characters, and I don't know. I like to make sure people understand they're not realistic. It's no fun contributing to people's body images. That said, it's also fun. Not the contributing, but drawing. It's an interesting situation to be in. Now for something. Alright, my voice. I just lost my voice for a second. Welcome back. Sorry about that. Welcome back to the ad break. That sounded like most. It wasn't. With me trying to get my throat to move back to the right position. Definitely not what I clicked on. Wow, Google. Wow, Google. Right, if you search Atlantis the Lost Empire, it gives you suggestions. One of them is Kiba. So if you want to see Kiba, you would click on that one. But when I click on it, it immediately switches to Kiba's feet. And I'm like, okay, alright. Apparently that's the #1 search for Kiba. That's rough. Kiba's feet is apparently one of the biggest searched. Because it's the #2 suggestion on Google. Yep, that's all you can do. Oh, you look at it and go, okay. You do you, I guess. Internet. Go, 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 go. Isn't she barefoot the entire movie? Yep. But, yeah. That's the internet being the internet. No, this one's one of those suggested ones. I know the ones you're thinking of. These are the ones that appear, they appear on the Google Images screen as suggestions. Like, the ones that are currently there are fan art, cosplay, transformation, Milo. That stuff's not things I've searched. I actually don't look up feet reference on Google. I don't like that. I don't like putting that energy into the algorithm. I use Pinterest for that, because you can quantify it with anatomy, and then it gives you more muscle structures. instead of people's weird drawings. Or I look to Pudge. It's an artist I really respect, because they're really good at feet drawing. So I try to learn from their art. No, I am not a feet person. I can say that pretty definitively, I think. I don't know, it's just weird. It's just a foot. I kind of can understand it. That's one of those ones where, like, okay, I can kind of understand. There's an intimacy, there's a closeness, but, like, it's a foot. They have, like, toenails, and it's gross. Like, no, no, no kink shame, no kink fame. That's a big nope for me. Where you're good is necklines. If you were a feet person, Cole, probably wouldn't have so much trouble drawing them. Exactly. Yeah, I get, what Erdman says. I understand that's a pretty foot, but not what I like. Yeah, I get, it's like, oh, okay, I can kind of get what you're seeing, but me is a foot, and it has toenails, and it's gross. Yeah. One of the first pieces of fan art I got was me doing feet stuff. So, I don't know, maybe I'm also biased against it because of that. Not my favorite thing I've ever received. Yeah, the artist was very, was very understanding, and they did take the art down when I said I was uncomfortable. There's no, like, bad guy. I'm just like, it was my first piece of fan art, and I was like, ugh. Time to drop the eggs. Yeah. My first fan art of, I think it was your smug face. Maybe. I don't remember. Very rarely. I can be smug. Sorry, smug Cove. Cove can be smug. Yeah, very rarely. I have a thing about feeling pride that kind of makes me not very smug. Spicy lingerie art. Which one? Trying to remember. Excuse me. It's a jelly bean. I have trouble believing it without proof. No, I can be smug. Very rarely, though. It's often when I if I remember like lore that someone doesn't, I get a little bit smug because I'm just kind of happy to share that. You know, I get pretty smug when I play snipers in any video game because I just like I'm not good at aiming, so I like having a lot of time to aim. Then I feel really good at the game. No, I imagine Smug Cove comes out and she makes great plays in Match the Gathering. Never. Every time I do a good play in Match the Gathering, I look at it and I go, wait, did I win? And everyone goes, yeah. And I go, ah. I win so infrequently. It's always a surprise. Sure, you can send it to me again. I don't remember if I'll see if I can show it. I forget how naked or beclothed I am. I don't know if this is the lingerie piece, or if it's unrelated to that one. What is wrong with this character? She's so close. There's just one thing off. I'm gonna change one line, and she's suddenly gonna look better. Ooh, that's something we can talk about since I'm trying PNGTUBER. Cartoon and television crushes. I've seen videos of those. Those are really fun to talk about. Talking about your first crushes and first, like, oh, I like this. Learning stuff. That's always fun. I want to do, like, a collab where we just rate cartoon crushes. That sounds fun. You know, definitely Kiba was one of them. But I think also Milo was one. I don't remember. And the engineer. He's really pretty. Oh, the smug emoji. Yeah. Oh, it is smug emoji. We can just put it here. Wait, do I even have a smug emoji? You're a missing emoji that I don't remember? Huh. Yeah, send it when you can. Let's show it. I'm pissed. I think I've spent enough time, unless people want to keep seeing me draw this. But I feel like the doodle stream could turn into a art stream if I'm not careful. First cartoon nostalgia crash was Gadget, Pink Bench, and Too Many to Name. I don't know what my first one was. I don't really. My brain's weird when it comes to that stuff. Trying to jump back through my. I know I really like Kagome or Andy Yasha. I just don't remember who I like more. Oh my goodness. It was. No, it wouldn't have been her. Think. Maybe there is an emote I'm missing then. You can't find it, but it is on the server. I'll have to check later then. We're almost done with the stream. Well, we're halfway through the stream already. So I'm gonna keep drawing stuff. Send you a DM. Oh, there you go. Oh, that smug one. Oh wow, yeah, that's an old one. I forgot about that one. First anime crush was Akuma Megami. Don't know who that is. I made that way before we even talked. Yeah, was it old? I remember if was it. Yeah, I don't even remember. It is very cool. That's like the one thing that I like. I can't complain. But, one of the things I've always really liked was fan art. Yeah. I've gotten some really good pieces of fan art. So I keep going I want more. I always get tempted to be like, okay, people can draw me naked now, just so that I can see more fan art. Then I'm like, no, don't want to draw. Don't want to open that door. What is... Yowie Ham, welcome to the stream. Thank you for your first time chat. AKO, PKO, I have no idea who those are. Project AKO. What is that? Oh wow, that's really old. That's from... Oh, she looks pretty. Reminds me of the old Ramna One Half manga or anime. Same kind of vibe. I'm struggling. I can't think of any like cartoon crushes. I can think of cartoon couples I like, and like that's what I like. I think like shipping, or like character that I was like, me and them, or she's so pretty. I don't, or he's so pretty. I don't really. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Yeah, I think that is enough. Put her into the collection. Alright, what's something else? A decent lot of shipping art in your future cons. Yay! I like shipping art. Oh, I know what character is my first crush. It would have been Ming from Dragon Half. I remember desperately trying to draw her when I was really young. Desperately, like I was like, it was one of the things that drew me to art, is that I couldn't draw this really pretty character. I was like, I want to draw this character. And I would draw them and I'd be like, no. And I'd draw them again, and I was, no. And I kept doing it. And that's kind of what started, well, that and my grandfather. They both started my kind of love of art. Let's see, what's another nostalgic crush? I think we're on, well, maybe I'll draw Ming. Yeah, that's what I'll draw. Not nostalgic for everyone. It's definitely nostalgic for me. Mink, not mink. Mink. The thing about Dragon Half was the eyes on the characters were huge. That was one thing I remembered quite clearly. Maybe that's why I draw things with such big eyes. pull and it ups UPS. Oh, shipping art. That's really funny. Good one, Mal. It's alright, my energy keeps getting smaller and smaller. I just fall asleep. Just, I don't know, raid someone yourself. Dragon Half's awesome. I love the OVA. The manga was even better. Yeah. I had a soft spot for it. It was one of those... I don't know. I was very attracted to the characters. And really loved the kind of realistic slash cartoonish style. Where they had like chibis alongside like fully drawn, fully rendered characters. And it made, I don't know, I liked that vibe. I liked the ability to embrace cartooniness while also being like having really impressive, really beautiful backgrounds and stuff. Chibis are always fun. Yeah, I like drawing them. I don't draw them a lot though. I used to be a lot better than when I was younger. And then I started learning anatomy, and it's become harder and harder to do. Because, like, the more anatomy you know, the more, like, rules you know, like, more internal laws that you've written for yourself. And so it's harder, it's, like, harder to ignore those laws and kind of go, like, if you know that a hand is structured like this, and you know about all the bone placement, you know about the finger angling and the folds of the hand, it's hard to then go for a character. Because, like, that just doesn't look right as much as this looks right. That's why I really like Selfie's art. Her art is very... she's really good at jumping between those two styles. That's good. Selfie does a lot of art studies. That's something I really, really respect out of her art. Is that she is constantly learning. Or I kind of have to learn while I'm doing missions. That's why I don't know how to draw by rules. I don't know anatomy. I know how bodies should look. That's kind of knowing anatomy. But no, I get what you mean. Lieutenant Jules, hi! Hello, welcome to the stream. This is Low Energy Cove Day. We're just drawing nostalgic characters and crushes right now. Is a lot thinner. Did they draw this neck? No, they did not like drawing this neck. There are a lot of things in the way. Ad break. Ooh, hydrate. Yay, I can drink some more water. Stop yawning. Yawning. Keep saying the word yawning. It's making me yawn. I'm just beeping. I'm beeping. They made her eyes huge. Even after this, I'm still not drawing Dragon half very well. Maybe because I'm scribbling. No. I need to sleep. Maybe tomorrow I'll sleep in. Drawing mink reminds me of trying to draw anime in high school. Her hair is so spiky. Fiendishly spiky. We didn't really move on from the topic, but I know you moved on from the topic a bit ago. My first anime crush was Sailor Mercury. Nice. That's a good one. And I don't think we moved on from the subject. I think my brain just vibed out of the room. It has left me. It has gone to sit on my balcony and look at the pretty trees. And I am here falling asleep. Maybe don't stay up at me. I couldn't fall asleep. I haven't worked out in a while. Everything's all blue-y. I need something to... Ugh, stop it. I need something to wake me, or I need a way to burn energy. I'm going to bed with too much energy. Looks like a hair metal artist. Stop thinking that, chat. What'd I do? What did I say? No. Did I do a lewd? Did I say a whoops? Oh my goodness. This looks so bad. Oh my goodness, it looks exactly like how I used to draw anime when I was in high school. No, I have to do. I'm gonna pull in some pictures of Mink because I need to do better than this. Oh, her eyes really did look like that. Oh, her eyes were more squared though. That might help. That was another good picture. This one might be fan art, but this is what I'm aiming for. I'm gonna put it here so I can look at the reference. Mink is so cute. Yeah, okay, the Mink was definitely the first raccoon crush. I was a fantasy nerd until I die. No, we just need to be in horny jail. What did it say? You said a thing that made Chad have thought. What? Bove's trying the 90s anime style. It's oh, it's recognized. I know, it's recognizable. But like, as someone, like, this is what spurred me on to do art. And I'm like, I can do better. It's been years now. I should be able to draw a better Mink. Oh, Scully, Sliquip Pit, Chip Quip. Get bit. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Liquid Thick Whip. Liquid Thick Whip. Liquid with an S at the start. Oh, Liquid Thick Whip. Oh, there we go. Thank you so much for the bits and welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. We're drawing cartoon crushes right now. And Cove is trying to talk. Cove is falling asleep. Cove is doing their best. Gotta head out. I do hope you have a spectacular afternoon. Thanks. I'm sure I will. You too. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. I wish Dragon Half had more episodes. Yep, I think it needed to get... I'm biased, of course, but I think it should get the Ramna 1/2 treatment and just get a remake. Because I think it would be really cute. And I think the comedy in this anime would do better nowadays than it did when it first came out. It's a lot of... It's trope humor. That was, like, it was making fun of fantasy tropes and mythology and stuff. And anime tropes. And that was always a thing. But I feel like that's way more popular now than it used to be. Make kind of like point out like, hey, isn't it funny that blank? Or, oh, isn't it weird that blank? You know, I feel like there's a lot more shows based around wouldn't it be funny if stories. And it also got fan service, which never hinders a show. But actually there is one show where the fan service one show and one manga where the fan service was actually such a bad hindrance, I never finished the series. Because context is important. I don't know if anyone remembers it, but there were two manga. I think it was called The Page of Eden was the manga, and High School of the Dead was the anime. And those shows, I don't like them. I kind of hate those two shows. Well, the new remakes, maybe? I doubt it. Dragon Half has never been this incredibly popular series. It's been always a niche series. So it would have to be someone really digging deep to kind of rediscovering it and going, we could probably market this. I would watch it though. I would watch it so much. And I hope that Dragon Half is on someone's radar. And we maybe get kind of a retelling of that story that wasn't like, what was the OVA, like 4 episodes? It was not enough, I know that for sure. guess it just I just give this person a mustache. The guy with the weirdest sideburns. That character looks familiar. Don't you have art of you cosplaying? Yes, I do. Someone gifted me all 3 books from my throne. I drew fan art. It was so. Ah, I love those books. They're sitting on my shelf. Yeah, Bear and Hell Teacher. Weren't those like really popular though? I thought that those were pretty popular manga. That's why they got remade. A bear is literally a copy of Dragon Ball from the creator. Oh, I haven't even. Oh, I thought it was a different series. I've never heard of that series. Oh, wow. It does kind of just look like Dragon Ball. Hmm. Perfect hair forever. What's that? You don't know what that is? Is that anime or an advertising slogan? A bit smaller. And Hell Teacher, Kiguto, popular only in Japan, I think. It's a lampoon of anime from Adult Swim. What it? Oh, that. Yes, I remember seeing clips of that. I really don't like when Western shows try to parody uh, manga or anime. I've only seen like 2 places actually do it well. Everything else just makes fun of Speed Racer. And they just assume that all anime is Speed Racer. I'm like, that's so lazy. It's a lazy joke. Like, oh, isn't it weird how weird the show was? Yeah, because it was dubbed by random people in America. Of course, this show was weird. This is better, but I think it's hard to do dragon style or dragon half style eyes without drawing color. If I can find some manga images. See how they drew it without manga or without color. Nude was middling popularity, ran for a decently long time in Shonen Jump. Fan service got kind of borderline icky. Hope they're avoiding the same for the worst examples of the remake. I don't remember. Oh, I heard they're remaking this well recently. They are removing a lot of the this is a teacher and the people who keep falling in love with him are students, and they're making it so that the students are getting crushes on him, but he's just being a good teacher. I think that was one of the things that was being pointed out. I like how you were drawing. It's nice. Thank you. I'm just vibing. Ugh, the eyes look so weird. But they look weird in the manga too. So I'm not going crazy. It's just they had a weird way of drawing eyes. Here. Right. Let's try doing them in color. Add a splash of color. First off, they would have people here. Oh, that's silly. Redoing the eye. People's lips. Nope. And they had a large white area here. And then, red eyes. Nope. Oh, stop it. Don't be so adorable. No, I'm just me. And I'm the very type of me. Hey, this is kind of how I actually draw eyes. Huh, that's kind of cool. I've been doing dragon half-styled eyes, and I didn't even know it. That looks better. Creepiness. I always love the eyes you draw. Thank you. Something I'm always very... I don't take a lot of pride, but I think how I draw eyes, because it's one of those things that I made myself. Like, I took a lot of advice from people, and I watched a lot of tutorials, but at the end of the day, the process is kind of mine, so I'm really proud of it. I'm sure somewhere someone taught, like, how to use this and this and this. It became my style, but I don't know, it feels more me than anatomy or how I draw hair. It feels a very, like my calling card, if that makes sense. Huh. Sometimes they draw her with 3 horns. Sometimes they draw her with 1. I need to reread the manga. Read the transformation thing. I don't remember. Oop, ad break. Let's see, what time is it? We got about an hour left. I need to end early. Family stuff again. Family is busy. I think it's because summer's coming to an end. Do, 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 Ad break's done. Welcome back, everybody. Like I was saying for the ad break, we have about an hour left. What do we all want to do? What do we want to be sketching? Just drawing a nice loaf of bread. Just bread. They are hot crust buns. That's all they are. First Cove designs. I didn't have a style when I first designed Cove. My first style was I really liked this artist, Bandelbro, and I just kind of copied them for a lot of my very first drawings because I didn't have a style yet. I want to draw a goblin. This artist draws kind of goblin. I'm gonna learn to draw from them. Careful. I'm being careful. Wait, careful about what? Oh, about the booba? Yeah, doing my best. Collar. Figure that the 2 lines is all it takes to make a drawing suddenly acceptable. Kind of proves how silly the whole thing is when you put it like that. Joyce, you saw a Baldur's Gate character of me get me. Oh wait, most of you are from the server. You've already seen me naked. It's fine. It's so weird saying that out loud. I never thought that would be me. But at the same time, I really like drawing it, so it kind of makes sense. I think they turned out really cute. I might have to finish this on my own time. Ooh, wonder what anime I would love to see? There's a manga called Half Prince or Prince Half, one of those two. Absolutely loved that manga. I'd like to see that turned into an anime. Anyone remember that series? I remember absorbing that series. Well, that doesn't look right. Wow, maybe I don't remember this series as well as I thought I did. Oh yeah, I remember this series. Okay, I'm remembering it. I think maybe there's a spin-off. Oh, the light novels have a different cover. That explains it. Miss, that's so sweet, but I don't want to read it because I'm embarrassed. That's very, very sweet. That's incredibly Ah, that's actually super romantic. Thank you. I swear Twitch needs to get over its dislike of VTubers and artwork. Such an idiotic double standard. Well, here's the thing. Here is the thing. It's dumb. At the same time, a couple months, maybe a year ago, they made it okay to draw booba. They were like, if it is artistic nudity and you are using it for artistic means, you can use booba. Within a month of activating that, like allowing that, they were filled with porn bots and random and artists just tracing hits and pretending like, look, I'm drawing it. But all they would do is showing off naked characters, and like I I think they need to not care about that stuff. But like at the same time, as a business, it's kind of like every time they try to be like, hey, let's try. Twitch kind of implodes because everyone's looking for money. Everyone's looking to get popular, and if they suddenly are allowed to show booba, a lot of people are going to show booba, and it's just that's how internet works right now. And I think they need to find a happy medium. I don't know, maybe a program where if you're on an art program, you can like validate you're on an art. I don't know, but it is silly that artists can't draw the naked form when that's how every drawing almost starts. So it kind of limits art in a big way. Yeah, there is Hope's first fictional crush. Mink the dragon half. His dragons are cool. And being half dragon was all the being half something was a huge thing at my middle and elementary school. Middle school, everyone just hid from everyone. But in elementary school, it's like, I'm half dragon. Oh yeah, well, I'm half god. Oh no! It's like it's so that no one needed to put on costumes. They would just say that they're half something, and then they can pretend to be that thing without putting on a costume. She's a great crush. Thank you, Artemis. Yeah. Idiots. Oh, yeah. Referring to when they allowed artistic nudity. Yeah. Yeah. Again, it feels like there should be a way to do both, a way to have people draw naked people without like making it a bannable offense. Like there needs to be a kind of okay, you can draw naked people, but you need to have like an art program up. You need to have I don't know, maybe they have some kind of art valid. Oh no, they couldn't do that now because of AI. If they say artistic nudity, someone would just stream themselves making porn with AI. And then it's like, look, it's artistic nudity. It's like, no, it's not. Yeah, see, that's kind of why Twitch is in a no-win scenario. Where they need to try to stay at least semi-family friendly for advertisers, but at the same time, they need to allow freedom, and they're kind of going, just please stop being horny. But like, well, okay, no. Twitch is be horny, but don't let anyone know you're being horny. That's always been Twitch's vibe. Was we want people in hot tubs, but I swear if you get out of that hot tub, we are gonna ban your ass. We want only implied nudity here. only vaguely implied nudity. Even that I don't want to get into, but even adult places started having problems with nudity. Yeah, that is stupid. And there's one VTuber who's a literal hot tub model. Like she's the hot tub. Yeah. That's clever. That's smart. I love when creatives kind of... See, that's the thing. You can find art everywhere. Because some person would look at the restricted nature of Twitch and give up. And some people do ridiculous things like make themselves into a hot tub. And that's kind of awesome. That kind of shows the wildness of art, where you can really just do whatever you want and create whatever you want. Only thing holding you back are sensors and skill. I'm hot tub Rick. I want to spend a month just drawing Dragon Half. I didn't realize how much I love this art style. Because you always go like, oh, I love this. And then you put it down and you forget about it. And you see it again and you're like, oh, I love this. Yeah, I think Mink is one of the only characters I didn't ship with anybody. I just went, I want to hug them. Because usually when I like a character, I just start shipping them. So it doesn't really become a crush, it's more like I like the relationship. Like a good example of that is like, I really am not a fan of Naruto. It's not my type of show. But I remember really liking Naruto, specifically because of Hinata and Naruto. And I just liked the ship. And like both of them by themselves, I'm like, you both are messes. I don't, no thank you. But them together, I'm like, it's silly. I'm like one of those, like a raccoon where it's like, I don't want one, I want two. I will hold out for two. See, here's the thing, Ertness. You say it's a great ship. It's really not. But it's like the first ship a lot of people had. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I didn't get to finish Shippuden, but like Naruto is a mess of a human being, and Hinata is incredibly competent in comparison, and it's kind of like fail boy and smart girl trope, but it's not even that. It's kind of like fail smart and smart. I don't know. They're a mess. They are a mess. I think that's why the ship is fun. Is that they're very messy together. Let's see, what's another nostalgic thing? I did cartoon. I did some brushes. Something else to draw. Here's the thing. I have never seen Samurai Jack. It is one of my biggest shames as an artistic, like as a lover of animation. The fact I have not watched Samurai Jack is insane to me. I know it's amazing. I know it's an incredible piece of animation, and I still haven't watched it. And when I think of reasons, I'm like, I don't know. I don't even think it's very long. I think, isn't it only like 20? Isn't it only like 40 episodes? Not even a long series, but I'm still like, I've never just sat down and watched it. Ooh, that's a really cute tattoo of me. I'm just looking at Dragon art, Dragon Half fan art. Ooh, cosplay. Yeah, that would be a hard costume to pull off in real life. That's like being an author and not having read. I know, I know. It is one of my biggest shames. I just need to find a place where I can just turn it on and watch all of it in one sitting. Absorb it all. Good morning. Ah. Oh, someone made a 3D model of her? Wait, is there a VTuber using Ming? No. If that's the truth, I need to find them. Oh, no. It's a VR chat. Wait, I know this person. I'm going down. Wait, is that Apple? No. Someone just, oh, no. I know this person. That would be wild. That's a weird... Nethao Meow. I swear I know that name. They follow me, maybe? Have I seen them? Go back. I wanted... it... Sorry, this... I have now missed... They are... They're YouTube. Sorry, this is now a mystery. Because it looks like Apple, but it's not. They're just another Goblin creator. Huh. I am logged in. Let me follow them, damn it. I want to see their art. You know, I hate Twitter. It was programmed by a monkey. Yeah, regardless. We have 30 minutes left. I don't think I can do another drawing. I should get ready to go to the family thing. I just want to stay here and sleep and vibe. I see these VTubers sleeping on stream, and I'm like, super jelly. I want to just work until I fall asleep and then wake up and do work again. That sounds awesome. And unhealthy, but in a fun way. Bad cereal. Would it qualify for anime night? Oh, I'm sure it would. We've already watched stuff like Rick and Morty and what was that other show we watched? Um what's it called? Oh, Digital Circus. Yeah. We've watched those. So I think those qualify for anime night. Vibe with Cove is a great time. Thank you. I try my best. And I'm thankful so many people come. Can't think of anything else to draw. My brain is starting to not work. Oh, let's see. I don't want to go. I want to just keep hanging on to that. Not fair. Why can't I just stream 24/7? Why do I have to have friends and family? People who love me. Kidding, of course. Quick, Tweety Bird from Looney Tunes. Will do. Alright, these are Looney Tune eyes. Down to them. It's like a little alien. What's everyone's favorite alien character? Super random question. Character that is a space alien. Doo-doo. Nobody's got a favorite alien character? Mia Nova. Okay, maybe your favorite alien character and where they're from. Oh, wow. Adventures of Buzz Lightyear. That's an old one. Ugh. Just remember that that could have been what the Buzz Lightyear movie was about. Remember what they took from us. We could have been getting a reintroduction to the adventures of Buzz Lightyear. And instead, Zurg is a future Buzz, and it's all about sad, like, like science, and it's essentially interstellar, but with, ugh, hated that movie. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but I hated that movie. I thought it was going to be pretty stupid. I'm like, no, this is not okay. Hate is a strong word. It's a bad movie in my opinion, but it's like it's fine. It's harmless, but I just didn't enjoy it. And it also just like I don't know. It was just a dumb movie. It was a dumb movie from start to finish. I think dumb is the right word for it. Not a bad movie. Just dumb. Could have had something really cool. Like, who did they make that movie for? The kids that really liked Interstellar? Kids who wanted a sad Buzz Lightyear? Kids who was like, their parents probably just went like, oh my goodness, they're making this new movie. I'm going to show all these kids, or show my kids the Toy Story movies, and the kids watch them. And then they watch a pretty scary, awful, dark and gray movie about loss. Like, who did they make that movie for? Oh, ad break. Evil ad break. Could have had a cool CGI version of XLR instead of depression. And we could have got Zurg. Zurg is one of the funnest villains. Ugh, there are compilations. They're like an hour long of just him being a catty bitch. We could have had a catty bitch just yelling at Buzz Lightyear and telling him he's like, no, you're stupid. Like like people have pointed out that if you look at what like Zurg says, it's like he's a very proto version of Doctor Doofenshmirtz, where he hates Buzz Lightyear, but also misses him when he doesn't show up. He's this like super neurotic, super petty creature that like blows up a planet because it's in his way. There are like it's very like he was a very fun villain, and instead, I am you from the future. I've decided that fuck everything. I'm gonna be an evil dictator and force everyone back into the past. And it's like, this is so stupid. This is so absurdly stupid. Doesn't even make sense. It would just cause a paradox. If the people never land there, then he would never have gone back in time to stop them from landing there. It's just dumb. Try to draw Tweety Bird without their big beak, and it just looks super silly. I'm just gonna draw the beak. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home. Oh, that's... Wow. Apparently that's the... And it's a very vivid memory of the scene of Tweety Bird. I don't think I've watched the Tweety Bird cartoon since very young. I think Tweety Bird was my favorite of the Looney Tunes. It's a good drawing of... Thank you so much. Paradoxes are why time travel is a terrible idea. Okay, here's the thing. Oh, the Kita. Yeah, the Kita. Buzz is the platypus. Yep. Oh, no. It's... old Zurg was proto Doofenshmirtz. But paradoxes are why time travel is a fun idea. Because it means that there are so many different levels of time travel. Okay, time travel is one of those things that I absolutely adore in fiction and have written large speeches just to myself about time travel. So, there are like 5 time travel variations in fiction. And there... Oh, no, wait, we're out of time. Someone bring this up during a different art stream, and I will give my entire speech on the 5 differentiations of time travel and their values in fiction. Because I am a huge dork. Okay, wait, no. This is like... Here's the thing about paradoxes. That there are the 3 kinds of... there are 3 types of paradoxes. There are bootstrap paradoxes, which I think can work in fiction, because they're very interesting and kind of have a cosmic core to them. While the grandfather paradox is the most... I just want to talk more. No! I'm getting texts from my family. But there is... Yeah. Remember what they took from us. We could have had a good Zurg and a good Buzz Lightyear movie. Instead, we were given depression and, like, a bunch of angry MAGA people and, like, a okay film. Professor Cove on time travel. Ooh, I should give myself a little lab coat and do little lab adventures. Yeah, you step on a rock and cause everything. Yeah, that's the butterfly effect. Because the butterfly effect is a very interesting concept in time travel, where if you change one thing, it causes a cascade effect that alters the reality of the present. But that doesn't make any sense, because it's a very cool concept, but like, theoretically, let's say you killed a mosquito, and then that mosquito was not consumed by a creature. And then, what? That would be the end of the paradox, because once the creature dies, in the natural order of things, that trickle down doesn't really work anymore. Because, like, if a mosquito doesn't die, if someone steps on a mosquito and a mosquito doesn't die at the right time or the right place, the animal that would have eaten that mosquito, or the pond that mosquito would have died in, will just have other mosquitoes die in it, and the loss of a single entity is not great. That's where humans are so interesting, because if you remove a human from history, the paradoxes and the butterfly effect is more pronounced. Because if you remove, let's say, a lion from history, like one less lion, lion doesn't affect the culture unless it was like a really important lion that ate someone important. But then humans are interacted again. It's this kind of, maybe it's a little human centric for me to think of, but I found it that it's the butterfly effect is funny, but is, I think, only really starts working once you start interacting with other humans or drastically change something. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm embarrassed now. I really like time travel. It's so cool. One of my favorite book series is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and their concepts on time travel and stuff have been ingrained into my head, and I love them so much, and I just want to talk about them forever. But yeah, it is 7 minutes to go, and I need to go. Unfortunately, I have to. Well, no, not unfortunately. I get to go visit my grandma, which is always very important to me. And then I get to rest, and then I get to build a table. Then I have to clean my house. And then maybe I get to play D&D with my sisters. I do not know. I have to check in with that. I love time travel. I hate when it's used, because most people use it. Okay, see all that story I made. Nothing happened. Yeah, well, to me, I enjoy those stories because I enjoy the concept of the paradox. But yeah, I can get why that would be disappointing. But yeah, no, I'm gonna call it here. Can't really draw a picture in 3 minutes. We did technically 5 drawing, but 2 really good ones and 1 pretty good Tweety Bird. So I want to thank you all for coming. I know these streams are kind of a little less exciting than my other ones, but I do enjoy doing them, and I am glad that so many people came. I want to thank you so much for your follows, for your bits, for your subs, and most of all, I want to thank you all for your time. It truly, truly means the world to me that I get to do this, and I thank you all so very much for coming and being so consistent and letting this be part of my silly job. I want to thank you. Now we're going to send you guys off. I think Steez? Oh no, Steez stopped streaming. Dang it. Who's streaming right now? Oh, I know this person. Sometimes I follow people and I forget that because I don't see them stream for a very long time. Who's this? Okay, what the heck are they doing? Why are they... Okay, That's weird. That's weird. Alright, let's see. Who else is doing stuff? Who is doing things? Who's doing stuff? Who's doing things? Ooh, who's that? Ooh, cute. You can raid Melissa. Oh, is she awake? Oh, she's awake. Alright. I just always assume she's asleep. Let's raid Melissa. Eee. Like, alright. I said thank you all so much for coming. If you enjoyed my art here and you aren't already, please follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky. If you really like me, check out my Ko-fi where you can get commissions or join our server where we have Minecraft, spicy art, cool exclusive art. We have suggestion box areas, places to share swimsuits and cool concepts, and video game chat. It's a great server. So yeah, check it out if you haven't already. And I think that's the three things. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Oh, we also have merch, including 2 new tumbler cups with my face on it, including some nice shirts. Hope you all like them. Those who got them have said they really like them, and they're good quality. But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna see you guys soon. I will likely be streaming on Monday for the server, but after that, we will be, I think, Tuesday? No, Tuesday's quiet. Tuesday might be streaming, but it might be a quiet stream. So if you're looking for me, you can see me on Thursday, where I will be back on stream chatting. Thank you all so much. Oh, I think I waited too long. Oh, I definitely waited too long. Hey, bye everybody.